blizzard.
It's a blizzard in New England. What are we doing today? Shoulders?
Shoulders today.
We've got some good workouts planned. But you know what? There is something that I want to talk to you about because I think it's a real topic that a lot of whoopsies.
Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, got it.
Alright. So a topic that we get asked a lot from our friends and family, like, how do you guys train together and not want to literally kill each other in the gym? Like, how do you do it? And I think that you don't have it down to a science, but I think we have a really strong way now after doing it for a while of understanding each other of our core. So I think there's some truth bombs that I'm about to drop in regards to why most couples quit together. And one of those, I would say probably the top reason is because goals, right? So
Yeah.
partner could want to have a totally different, and the other one really wants to be a cardio baddie, and that's okay. That's Bulking cut, yeah,
So,
is really heavily focused on weight loss, and the other one's muscle gain. There's a lot that goes into it, and I think there's a lot to be said in all of that. But I think there can be some unfortunate on training splits and eating and dieting, and it can really take a toll on the relationship. There are a few others.
we're both doing fat loss, and then I want to switch over to bulking. Well, she might not be ready for that, right? So, or you and your spouse one of you might not be ready for it. So where do you go from there? I might have mentioned this in another video, but I train pretty much the exact same if I'm cutting or bulking. Only difference is that, like, you're not going to get that much stronger when you're cutting because you're calorie deficient, right? So you don't have enough, like, inside you don't have enough energy inside you to push that weight, and plus injuries and all that. You want to eat more to get stronger. That's why bulking, when you're trying to grow, you do get stronger, and then you can lift the heavier, like, you go even heavier in the gym. I train exactly the same in bulk and in cut. The workouts really don't change. So for us, that is not really an issue. She could be cutting, I could be bulking, and we train the exact same like we are right now. We don't really have to split up at all, right? Maybe one person is doing more cardio than the other, right? Because even in bulking, you still want to do cardio, but a person might want to do extra, right? They might be in a different stage, 45 minutes instead of, I don't know, a half hour.
And I think the big thing to remember is, like, don't fault them where they're at. Just understand if you are in it together in a way, and you're both different people, you're both different humans, but you can still do each other in different ways. Another big one that I think is super common for, I would say, to everyone is we don't have time. But is that real? To work on yourselves and better yourselves for others, for yourself, for a multitude of reasons. I think that one can be why most couples quit, because one of them has a separate work schedule, like have some work travel coming up. Him and I have already discussed it. Like, are we going to manage? How are we going to work through that? We do it separately together, right? So I think there's some benefits to that too, because you can come back together, compare notes, talk about it. I think what's most important is how you work through that. You work through the difficulties and the arguments and challenges that can happen in life when you are trying to also work out together, be fitness goals together. And I think what's most important is loyalty, of course. It's part of the reason why you're together. Your loyalty, up for each other. Making the gym your shared ritual. Like, it's something that you guys both do together, that you both enjoy doing, that you both can really get into and enjoy.
Kind of hobby for both of you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that I
spend more
struggle
time
with,
together too.
yeah,
We both work all day long. A lot of other people too work all day long, and then you're tired, and it's like,
Yeah.
watch a movie, then go right to bed, and you have to go back to work the next day. So it's not so much time. But if you could, out a couple hours of the day, or maybe whatever, 1 hour, work out together. It gives you some time to ride to the gym, progressing, and then coming home from the gym, and then relaxing together. It's really nice because you just spend extra time doing something positive for yourselves together.
And growing together.
Yeah.
I think it's also important. Something I struggled with for a while is not taking things personal. I will be the first to say, like, get a little self-conscious, and there are things that mind limits my body to when I'm working out. And I think, like, in the beginning, didn't quite understand that certain workouts I could do and certain workouts I couldn't do. So it can be a little frustrating for one who has been doing this their whole lives and someone who's brand new to it. That's something that I reeled in real quick, and it's humbling. And the other is, of course, the realism of life. Like, it's okay to have an off day, and I think letting each other have those days, it's okay, and we should push each other. It'll actually help if it is bothering you at work, or just say like kids or whatever the case may be. The gym can be your sanctuary to release all that energy, that stuff that's going on in your noggin. It's okay if you need that time off to really just do what you need to do, and your partner, you'd be really understanding of that. I think here's the benefits that nobody talks about. Doing something like this will improve your communication style. You guys have to be, by default, you have to be speaking to each other pretty consistently about, you're serious about the gym. Eating has a lot to do with it. So your nutrition, sure that's dialed in. Workouts, maybe what you're gonna plan for the day, some accomplishments, the positivity that goes into that.
The one thing that we did this week, went grocery shopping. And let's see, we got home from grocery shopping, we put everything on the counter, we opened up the fridge, and we still had like all of those foods that were not going to be incorporated in this, right? So we spent like an hour, we cleaned out the entire fridge and threw away all of that, those sauces, anything that wasn't going to be part of our lifestyle that we're trying to live, right? This journey, we're not going to have any of that kind of food. So we threw it all out. Basically, we're starting a clean slate. All the stuff that we're going to be eating day in and day out, nothing's going to get to waste. That's kind of one accomplishment we did this week, was clean out the fridge and pack it with the right stuff that we're going to be eating every day.
Yeah.
And it resets the mood. So both of you, like, you're hungry or whatever, it's time to eat, open up the fridge, you're not most likely not going to grab something, or definitely not going to grab something that you're not going to eat, or not part of your diet, because nothing's in there other than what you already are supposed to eat, right? So that was a huge accomplishment.
I think that's definitely has a lot to do with it. I think there's something to be said about like shared lifestyle. Like this is our lifestyle. This is what we do. So it's less resentment for each other when somebody's doing something differently. It's my guy. I'm going to the gym, and let's just say he comes home from work. I get it, he's tired or whatever, but he's gonna lay down on the couch and eat a bunch of Doritos and Mountain Dew, and yeah, it might like some thoughts in my mind if that was Dave. That has never been Dave. That's what I mean about like shared ritual. That is something shared, and I think there's something to be said about that, because it's the win we can celebrate together. We have a much deeper intimacy in all aspects of our relationship, because we are bettering ourselves. So I think that's a benefit that you don't see coming.
Because this is a hard thing to do in the first place, right? Going to the gym, showing up every single day, eating the right foods every day, and it's like the whole diet and training. It's a lot to go through by yourself, right? So when you have a partner and you both are doing it, you're going through something together.
Yeah.
You do grow a lot stronger. Just this past week, we have been so productive. Just ideas off each other, talking about the gym a lot, talking about the foods, the nutrition. So everything has gotten better just in this 1 week of training together.
Yeah.
It's been definitely a positive reflection on us, pretty much, yeah.
And it's accountability without the pressure of feeling like you have to. It's just accountability of having one person. If you're lucky enough to find a partner that is interested in you in working out, bettering themselves to be better versions of themselves, that accountability factor, it's less you have to, and it's like, no, I want to.
Yeah, the decision both of you got to make, right? If this you're a couple we're talking about,
Yeah.
one person might not want to do it, and one person is so gung ho of doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think in closing, I would say that training together doesn't magically fix a relationship. It never will, but if you do it right, it will make you show up as better versions of yourself, which keeps you consistent, keeps you going. So I think this is a topic that you don't really hear a lot of couples go into when you're talking.
I don't really hear it too much. No,
but I think
not
this
at all.
is like just wraps in like, how do we not kill each other? It's because we understand each other where we're at, and if we need to have those, we're gonna have those arguments. If we're gonna have off days, like human beings, at the end of the day, we both have the same goals in mind, and that's not specific workouts, whatever it is. It's the goal of getting better and doing better in life, and a lot of that has to do with fitness, your eating habits, your what you're doing to be better versions.
Yeah.
You just keep that in mind, and I think it'll keep you going.
Yeah.
Here.
That was great, and we're actually at the gym right now. We get in there and start training.
Yep.
And we did get a tripod, so I got that, and I will be filming some of the workouts, seeing how this goes.
Yeah, I think one thing that you'll probably hear, which I didn't cover a little earlier, but I think you'll hear our banter. We try not to take things too seriously when we're in the gym. I have a real hard time with this, but I like to,
I'm so serious.
when I
Gotta get the pump.
in our zone.
Gotta
right?
get the pump.
You get in the zone, you get in your music and your headphones, and if you have a really good PR and you want to give a little shimmy, that's typically what I do. I give a little shimmy. Okay, I get a little chuckle out of him, and that eases the mood. But then we go right back at it, and then we're serious again. We're like, all right, next set, let's go.
Yeah.
So I just follow him around like a little minion, but I enjoy it.
So we're gonna record this training, little clips of it, and we'll see you after.